Hi everyone, I recently finished 18th Century Britain, a very short introduction by Paul Langford, who was a professor of modern history at the University of Oxford and the author of several books on British history. Along with 17th Century Britain, this was another one of the better British history books from the very short introduction series. It covers not only the British side of the American Revolutionary War, but also the country's continued expansions into colonialism, involvement in other major international conflicts, and literary contributions from the likes of Samuel Johnson, Adam Smith, and others. If you're not interested in reading about the Middle Ages or early modern period for whatever reason, I feel like you can go ahead and start from this book and begin to get a decent grasp of British history from the period where Parliament took precedent over the monarchy. If you'd like to stick around, here are my top 3 notes from the book. Number 1, from pages 16 through 18, the South Sea Bubble. Established in 1711, the South Sea Company was a public-private partnership dealing in whaling and the slave trade, and was meant to help pay off the national debt. However, there were high levels of corruption both in South Sea management and the governing Tory party, and the amount of speculation practically reached the levels of a Ponzi scheme. When the bubble burst due to international events, it had a devastating effect on the economy and brought about the re-election of the Whig Party and new regulations. Number 2, from pages 69 through 71, the 7-Year War. Taking place from 1756 until 1763, the 7-Year War involved numerous countries in Europe, in which various colonial interests were at stake. Great Britain, led by William Pitt the Elder, was considered one of the major victors. One of the consequences of the war was France handing its Louisiana territory over to Spain, only for Napoleon to later reacquire, then sell it to Thomas Jefferson's administration. And number 3, from page 89, the American Revolutionary War and Ireland. Despite being under the control of Britain during the 18th century, the American Revolutionary War allowed Ireland greater economic rights in 1780, as well as greater self-government in 1782. Not written about in this book, the Irish would rebel against Britain in 1798. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my look at 18th century Britain, a very short introduction. Definitely check this one out if you're curious. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.